Alright, so I know if you guys have watched my channel at all that you guys have seen the nrdc version of this, which is the smaller one. This one is the big dog nrdc, as in Charlie, for like this thing moves efficiently. It's like twice as expensive, but dang, it's insane. I wanted to make this video though because I didn't know this, and it's probably due to me not reading the full brochure on it. But if you notice, this is a lot bigger than this. That's because the inlet port is 3/8. So I had to go buy this in order to put a 3/8 filter on it, which is what the manufacturer says you have to have in order to keep the warranty or anything else like that, right? You're supposed to be filtering all refrigerant before you go through your recovery machine period. And that was a little bit harder of a ordeal than your normal recovery machine because they're running 1/4 inch, and you can't run a 1/4 inch filter on this because technically you could, but it's just too small and you won't get the volume of flow through it, and it'll choke the pumps down. And then they won't lubricate properly as the refrigerant's flowing through because these depend on refrigerant to lubricate the motors or the pumps. And anyways, other than that, dude, this thing is killer. I recovered 176 pounds out of this triple chassis system in the matter of like an hour and a half, 2 hours. It hits butt. Like this, two compressors, inverter boards, and then 176 pounds of refrigerant, and I put 40 hours on it. This machine came in before this job came up, and I'm saving like at least a day, if not a day and a half on this job, just because of how fast this machine recovers. I also picked up, oh, where'd it go? It's on my cart. I also picked up the vpx7. So same thing as my last one, only this is the 10 CFM and not the 6 CFM. Also have the navac 7 CFM pump. I don't like this as much as I like my 6 CFM fieldpiece. This thing ain't any different than like your JBs, other than the fact that you can switch between 115 and 230 volts, and at least here in the United States, like that serves no purpose whatsoever. And the oil reservoir in this is just like the JB, and you can see right there, that's where you drain your oil out. You pull this off, and that's where you put your oil in. And my seal came off for the first freaking time. Great. God, it smells like poop on top of this building. I've got venting issues. Damn. Anyways, great. Now I'm covered in oil. So yeah, with the 10 CFM vacuum pump, and that's the other thing, like I don't even have my True Blues anymore, so I've got another set coming. I've been using these 3/8 hoses that are 3/8 on one side, 1/4 inch on that side. It works, but it's still not, it still ain't no True Blues yet, you know what I mean? So I guarantee once I get those True Blues, with this setup, I'm gonna cut 2 days off of my normal process easily, because yesterday with the 10 and a 7 CFM pump on this, both pumps running 3/8 hoses, I started vacuuming, and like 7.5 hours later, 7 hours later, I was down to 650 microns. So I had to leave both the pumps running overnight. Came back this morning and we're at 214. So yeah, it just, this is a setup, man. And I know once those true blues come in, like I said, those hoses work really good on the recovery process and everything. I've got a way I can hook up those hoses here, and then I've got Ys, so I can recover all the refrigerant even faster, and I'm not just one hosing it. So where's it at? Here. So I've got these Appion, so it's 3/8. So you can hook it up to your 3/8 hose, and then your 1/4 inch side goes back to your Schrader core removal tools. And then the only thing that sucks is because this is a female, you have to get a male to male and put it in there for your 3/8 hose to go into the bottom of that, and then you'll have 3/8 that goes back to your pump, and then you can pull your refrigerant even faster out. So I know this has been like a 7-minute video going over a little bit of vacuum and a little bit of recovery, but this setup is killing it. VRF for me right now, and the big killers that I'm working on and stuff is just phenomenal. And I put 150 pounds back in the system in about 2 hours. And I'm not doing anything special, I'm just in the bottle, or out the bottle in the machine, into the VRF system. And it moves. But the cool thing is when you get down to just vapor, you can turn this knob, or the accelerator, to B, and it runs it in series. And it's like a normal pump on pulling liquid. It's sick. I put 40 pounds per bottle, so we're getting down to the vapor, or maybe not. Just have to open the valve a little more. So yeah, anyways, if you're thinking about it, and you got the cash, just go ahead and do it. You'll be happy.